Of 2005, the Zumiez Foundation was legally established as a private foundation and a separate company from Zumiez Incorporated. They donated over 180,000 items to more than 180 organizations in 21 states in 2012. The Zumiez Foundation assists about 60,000 men, women, and children in cold and warm weather areas. Hey guys, we're back with another video, and in this video, we're going to look at the global success story of one brand, Zumiez. Watch this video till the end as we will see the struggles and hurdles faced by Zumiez before they achieved success. Zumiez Incorporated is a publicly traded American multinational specialty clothing retailer founded in 1978 by Thomas Campion and Gary Hackinson. The company is a specialty retailer of young men's and women's apparel, footwear, accessories, and hard goods. Zumiez specializes in action sports clothing, particularly skateboarding, snowboarding, and motocross. The brand is headquartered in Linwood, Washington. Richard Brooks is the current president and CEO of Zumiez. Did you know that when the first store opened at Northgate Mall in Seattle in 1978, it was called Above the Belt? The company expanded quickly through the early 1980s, adding stores at Everett Mall, which is located in Everett, Washington, Alderwood Mall, located in Linwood, Washington, Tacoma Mall, situated in Tacoma, Washington, and Bellevue Square in Bellevue, Washington. In the mid and late 1980s, new stores opened outside of the Puget Sound area, and the company name was changed to Zumiez. In 2012, the corporate headquarters were relocated from Everett to Linwood, Washington. Zumiez operates 726 stores as of February 3, 2018, with 608 in the United States, 52 in Canada, 54 in Europe, and 12 in Australia. Zumiez stores are designed with an organized chaos theme that reflects the lifestyles of many teenagers. Couches are provided in the stores to encourage customers to shop for longer periods of time and interact with one another and store associates. Stores used to have video game stations where customers could relax and spend more time in the store to benefit from that thought. Each store is approximately 2,900 square feet. Most stores have sales floor, couches, and action sports video game stations, changing rooms, and a skate shop. However, due to space constraints, this plan may be modified. Zumiez caters to teenagers by selling clothing, footwear, shirts, pants, and sporting equipment. They provide sporting equipment for BMX bikes, skateboards, and surfboards. Clothing is available for both men and women, with brands such as Vans, Burton, Obey, Teddy Fresh, and Rip and Dip available, as well as private label items. Zumiez sells clothing for all seasons, including jackets and swimsuits in stores and online. Bracelets, watches, sunglasses, and stickers are also available. Zumiez sells a comprehensive list of brands both in-store and online, which can be found on their featured brands page. Zumiez annual couch tour took it to 12 full stops for 13 years. Live bands, professional skateboarding demos, and a competition featuring local amateurs provided entertainment. The stops were usually made at the malls that house the local Zumiez stores. The event was always free to attend. Since Zumiez does not sponsor riders, they collaborated with major players in the skate industry to offer an opportunity for amateur skaters to enter and compete as a part of the couch tour. The trophies for each stop of the contest winners in 2013 were provided by Bones Bearings, Paramore, Beyonce, Adidas, Death Wish, DGK, Neff, Oakley, and Loser Machine. Now, that sounds pretty fascinating. Have you ever thought about a brand which can make buying a skateboard online as cool as going to a skate shop? Well, Zumiez is definitely that brand. When it comes to purchasing a skateboard, there are two decision makers, the child who will ride it and the parent who will purchase it. Zumiez knew that it needed to reach out to both. It was all about authenticity and connecting with skate culture for the kids. Configuring a skateboard is a complicated process for the parents, so Zumiez had to assist them in making an informed decision that fits within their budget and was appropriate for children. Zumiez customers can select from a variety of skateboard packages designed for beginners, intermediate skaters, and professionals. Skaters of all skill levels benefit from a clever, personalized experience that guides them easily through the shopping process. Skaters can use the configurator to select a wide range of decks, wheels, bearings, trucks, and grips. They can narrow down their options by brand, color, size, and price, and they can get help or inspiration at any time. Now that's pretty cool. Zumiez has created detailed illustrations for each component so that new riders, as well as purchasing parents, could understand what each part was and how it worked. Zumiez riders can be confident that they're building and purchasing their best board, whether it's for ramps, rails, skate parks, or the street. Zumiez can easily showcase brand partners, promotion, social content, videos, and recommendations from pro riders in the inspiration section, giving shoppers an immersive look into the world of skateboarding. Have you ever heard of a brand that is as successful as any brand, but is despised by the very customers who shop there? If not, don't worry, because it's none other than the brand which we are talking about, Zumiez, a store that specializes in sports and activewear, but they've got quite an exciting story on this matter. Their story is all about a famous and popular brand that has also received criticism from the same community and customers served. Strange, isn't it? The first concern expressed by skateboarders is that Zumiez exists solely to sell merchandise. Traditionally, when local shops sold skateboarding gear, they used some of their profits to give back to the same community by hosting events and in other ways, which developed into sort of a cultural thing. Zumiez was not like the other businesses. Though they earn huge profits by selling their products, but to the skateboarders, they don't care about that culture. One of the other main reasons why the brand is hated so much is that Zumiez is accused of destroying the local skateboarding industry. To give all of you a rough idea, Zumiez has expanded their operations to over 700 locations, which isn't a small thing. As a big brand, they can source merchandise at a lower price and then are very capable of sustaining themselves, which isn't the case with local sellers, who don't earn big profits, and competing against a big giant like Zumiez is out of the question. Combining these two reasons, first not supporting their sports and activities, and then causing harm to the local economy, certainly adds fuel to the fire of resentment. However, this is not the end of the story. Skaters also claim that the merchandise Zumiez sells in their stores is of poor quality. Zumiez has a strong motive to generate profit, and in order to do so, they source the gear from some manufacturers who don't produce a product of the quality that skaters demand. Now, with the local dealers gone and Zumiez ruling over the skateboarding industry, skaters don't have much choice but to buy whatever is available at Zumiez. This problem does not end there. There are many skateboard manufacturers who produce on a small scale but are in high demand due to their high quality. Unfortunately, Zumiez does not consider it best practice to acquire merchandise from these small-scale producers and instead prefers to buy from large manufacturers. In this case, the hatred may be justified. Zumiez should not dismiss a product simply because it will not generate the desired profits. So what's your opinion on the matter, since there are so many instances where sellers are not the users themselves? The skateboarding community is structured in such a way that it's their culture, and prior to Zumiez, it was under the control of locals who themselves were very much involved in the sport. The skateboarders claim that Zumiez is run by posers because they believe Zumiez is making an absolute joke out of the skater culture as their employees don't skate. At the end of the day, every business must sell its goods and make money. It's up to them if they don't want to participate in a cultural phenomenon or simply sell their products. They can do this to add additional value to their customers, but if they don't, you can't blame them. There are some legitimate issues that could be resolved if the higher-ups at Zumiez and the skateboarding community would simply get on the same page. So that's the end of the video. We hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon to receive future notifications. Until then, take care, and we'll see you in the next one.